Okay, here's where we're at today, guys and girls. Did some stuff off camera. I apologize. It's just when I get on a roll, sometimes I don't like stopping. So I got the carbs back on. I got my new screws in. You can see them. Just kind of makes things a little bit nicer. Got them under there too on the bowls. Getting these things back on was a little fun. The airbox doesn't slide back very far. So I still have to get it on, get the airbox boots on the carbs, but we're almost there. I straightened the handlebars out just so I could at least, I don't know, sit on the bike and not be at an awkward angle, because the other bar being bent caused, felt like you're falling over. Throttle's hooked up. I think I have a good amount of free play in there and it works well. Again, clutch works. Choke now works nicely. Nice and smooth. Did put longer shocks on it. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see I posted a picture of my son helping me out with those. The longer shocks definitely help the kickstand work, because the kickstand didn't work the first time. Kind of bike would sit straight up and down. So yeah, that's where we're at. Right now I'm going to work on emptying the master cylinder out, cleaning it out, and hopefully bleeding the brakes. This thing's pretty gnarly looking down here. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I think it needs pads too, so we're going to take it apart and see what it looks like. But that's where we're at.
Where's over there?
Oh, and I put new plugs in too. We got new plugs. And I have a new air filter, a new oil filter coming. I got oil, so I'm going to do an oil change today too, hopefully, as long as everything comes early enough. And we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to fire it. I'm going to try to fire it today or tomorrow, depending on how much I get done. Clean the master cylinder up today. Maybe get the brakes bled, bud.
What's this saying?
It means we're going to get all the air out of the lines. See this brake line that runs down? That's got brake fluid in it. And we're going to change the fluid, and then we're going to bleed it real good. Not like blood. I'm trying this Mighty Vac thing out. I've never actually used one of these for this, so we'll see what happens. Oh heck, that works great. Oh my. Now I know by getting all the fluid out and exposing the hole, I know that I'm introducing air, or risking introducing air. I don't care. It's nasty. I don't even know if the brakes are going to work. It's both amazing and annoying that my son wants to help do everything. Sometimes it's great. And other times, kind of wish I could lock myself in a garage. Just so you guys know, it is hot today. Hot. It's like 90, and out here on this driveway, it's every bit of that, and then some. If the inside of this master cylinder was coated in junk, I guess it's safe to assume that that junk is also in all the lines and everywhere else in this system. So I have a feeling I'm going to be rebuilding this master cylinder. Oh geez. Oh, this thing is toast. Can you see in there? Oh, crap. So I think I'm gonna have to pull this apart. I think that's the only way this is gonna work for me. It's disgusting in there. All right, well, we are now tearing the entire brake system apart. See how quickly things escalate around me. And I don't know, this thing's probably 10 kinds of seized up. Ooh. Who's that? 12? Oh, can tell my son's been in here. He's got them all backwards. Got them all mixed up. Jeez. Okay, now let's take this mirror off, because these mirrors are gonna go away anyway. I think they're pretty lame. Actually, I had one of my neighbors come over and say, call them lame. So that's reason enough for me. I don't really like them. This boot thing is kind of lame. I can't really think of how else to describe it. Sweating just sitting still, standing still. I don't even think the other one was plugged in. Oh, you know what? It probably fell over when oh man, there's so much crud in there. All right, this is gonna go down on the workbench for repairs. So I'm gonna set that here. Let's switch gears, put that airbox back on all the way. Get some lube here. And my big screwdriver. Okay. This will be a first for me. I've only had V-twin. I've only worked on V-twins. Carbs, so they are a little bit easier to get back on than this. So I'm just putting a little lube at the top of the horns. Okay. Do you want to take the broom and try to sweep some of the dirt for me?
Yeah.
You gotta sweep it all off the driveway. Okay, you work on that. So I just put a little bit of lube at the top of the horns there, so it'll just kind of run down. I hope. I don't know. I think. So let's try to slip these things back on. Got to be careful. I almost accidentally pushed the bike off the stand. It's on the center stand because I was pushing forward on the carbs. And I realized the bike was moving, and I'm like, is that just my imagination? Nope, 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 bike's falling off. So, again, it's been a while since I worked on a bike, so I kind of didn't think about that. Here's something I wanted your guys' opinion on. This seal, it looks like it had some kind of goo sealing it up. It's cracked, but this has got a flange. I don't really see how that's gonna draw in too much unfiltered air. So let me know if you think that's going to be a problem. I'll reseal that, I guess. All right, I think I got them on there. That wasn't too bad. Now I cleaned these carbs out pretty good. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff in them. So I'm really kind of thinking that they're going to be good.
I went this way, and that way. All the ways I could.
You did a good job. High five. Okay, so that's back on. I'm gonna bolt the airbox back up. There's a bunch of little bolts here. One goes in the top. All right. Those are the tank bushings. These just cover up the coils. Figure I'll just put them back on. Ugh. Oh, you know what that gunk is? It's not oil. It's mouse crap. I'm pretty sure. That's disgusting. That's it. I give up on the bike. It's got mouse crap in it. I think these pedals are, I think these are messed up too. Can't be sure. I'm afraid of how many times the thing's fallen over just from sitting. At least once. Hard enough to bend the bars. By the way, I bent those back using like a 24 mil open end. I took the grip and the throttle off and I put it on there and I like stood on the bike and put all my weight on it, and it finally started to budge a little. It wasn't easy, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not keeping it like that. It was literally just to get it so that it wasn't as awkward moving it around, and you'd be amazed at how difficult it makes to move it when the bars aren't straight, because you're trying to, your brain's telling you to put equal pressure on everything and you can't. I think that's how that went. High flow filtro, high quality motorcycle air filters. Well, it looks like the right one. Pretty interesting how that works, how they work. So I think it slides in here, like, oh, or not. I think it slides in like that, and then there's this clip. That I think goes like that. Yes? Does that look right, guys? Seems like it. Okay, so we've got new plugs, new air filter. Carbs are cleaned. When I put the tank back on, it'll have fresh gas. I'm gonna try to prime the carbs. I'm gonna hook the tank up and apply vacuum to the tank so the fuel flows, and then I'm just gonna crack the bleeders maybe, just to see if make sure I'm getting fuel down into the bowls. Or I might not do that. I might just put the fuel tank on and try to fire it. I'm gonna have to use a car battery because I don't have a motorcycle battery, and I'm not gonna buy one until I find out that this thing's gonna run, because that's how we're working here at Jeg's Garage now. We're gonna try not to blow money. before we know certain things like that the motor's going to run. So it's truthfully, and it's probably not smart because I'm definitely not going to have a front brake. I'd love to get this thing on the ground and just take it like just around, just to make sure the clutch works and make sure things work. Okay, easy enough. Nice and black. Every time I try to make a video, somebody's cutting their grass. Let's put a filter on it. I just went with the Honda replacement filter. Just a tiny bit. Okay. How did you break your exhaust? Oh, I was trying to jam my oil filter in. Three quarts. Okay, let's go get the tank. Put a tank on. I'm firing this thing up. Okay, I am going to shut the camera off a second, clean up, do a general cleanup here, get the tank mounted on there, which is easy enough. You don't need to see that, but I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod for the first start, so just hang tight.